Keeping the heart in good condition requires at least 30 minutes of vigorous exercise per day, or 40 minutes, 3 times per week. Vigorous exercise is exercise that causes perspiration. With physical activity, the branches of the coronary arteries open up and the heart muscle receives better blood flow. Waist size is an indicator of total body fat. The higher the number of fat cells, the greater the risk of type 2 diabetes and cholesterol deposits in the arteries. If the waist measures over 102 centimeters, about 40 inches. In men, or 88 centimeters, about 35 inches in women, a weight control program should be started. Let's talk about healthy bowel movement a bit. Having a bowel movement is a physiological act that is reflexive and repetitive, almost ceremoniously. This ideal time for a bowel movement is in the morning after getting up. In order for this to happen, get up 10 or 15 minutes early, if necessary. Upon waking, drink a glass or 2 of room temperature water. This cleanses the stomach of the mucus that builds up overnight and stimulates the bowel movement reflex. Get in a position that allows for a bowel movement and relax, waiting as long as necessary for the bowel movement to occur. Squatting is the normal position for a bowel movement. Having a bowel movement in a seated position seems more comfortable. However, it promotes many disorders because it forces the abdomen and thorax to strain more to force out stool. You probably wonder why I tell you about this here. Squatting for bowel movements reduces anal fissures. If there is already a fissure, bowel movement are less painful and healing is faster. If hemorrhoids is already present, swelling and pain are reduced. Less diverticulosis, fewer abdominal hernias, including inguinal hernias. Less need to increase pressure in abdomen and thorax with straining of bowel movements. This increased pressure, called Valsalva's maneuver, reduces blood flow to the brain and coronary arteries, promoting fainting, strokes and other cardiovascular events. Stool should be visually checked immediately for anything unusual that could signal a disorder or disease. Along with having bowel movements in a seated position, the use of bath tissue for anal hygiene is another habit of modern Western society. The cellulose in bath tissue scratches and irritates the delicate skin and mucosa of the anus. It also does not achieve complete cleansing. On the other hand, water completely removes stool, which is hydrosoluble, without causing skin irritation. The most sanitary and healthy method for cleansing the anus after a bowel movement is simply washing it with water. Before we continue, please do like. Thanks. Now let's continue. Let me show you something else of a great interest. Are you ready? I hope so. Now let's dive in. Out of the entire female body, the breast cells are the most likely to degenerate and become cancerous. It is therefore important to know the factors increasing the risk of breast cancer and those reducing it. It is estimated that 5% of all breast cancers are related to a hereditary change in these 2 genes, which are charged with stopping cell growth. Hormone replacement therapy, usually given as patches after menopause, especially the combination of estrogens and progesterone, increase the risk of breast cancer. Taking oral contraceptives over long periods also increase the risk, although to a lesser degree than hormones for menopause. Even in socially acceptable low doses, alcohol increase the risk of cancer. It has been shown that for every 10 grams of alcohol per day, the risk of breast cancer increase by 7%. The higher the body mass index, the greater the risk of breast cancer, especially after menopause. Women who have larger breast cancer prevention, due to their increased risk of having it before menopause. Getting at least 4 hours of aerobic exercise per week reduces the risk of breast cancer by 30%. This content is meant to help teach the benefits of exercise, nutrition, and prevention of various deadly diseases that most of us ignore during our daily life activities. If it upsets you or makes you uncomfortable, please bear with me and you can point out any place that should be rectified and it will be done ASAP. Thank you. Caring for the belly includes preventing muscle distension and fat accumulation, which are promoted by a sedentary lifestyle. The abdomen is a pressurized cavity. The organs located in the abdomen tend to continually press against the abdominal wall, or belly. Fat also tends to accumulate in the belly. All of this causes waist size to increase over the years. It has been shown that the greater the waist size, the higher the risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. Abdominal exercises are the most effective for strengthening muscle structure, but any other exercise or sport also works. Please do not do any exercise that causes pain or increases existing pain. Always try to keep an upright posture to develop a flat belly. An upright posture, shoulders back and the back straight, tenses abdominal muscles and contributes to a flat belly. Reduce or eliminate alcohol consumption. Even in moderate or small amounts, alcohol increases cortisol levels, promoting fat accumulation in the belly. It has been shown that chronic or regular stress promotes fat accumulation in the belly due to the action of the hormones, cortisol, the level of hormone increases in stressful situations. Stress also tends to make people consume more food and exercise less, all in which contributes to fat accumulation in the belly. 9 of 10 exercise is the best way of healthy life. Kindly allow me to tell you something about your heart. The heart's never-ending, rhythmic beat stays with humans their entire lives, beginning long before birth. Starting on day 23 of intrauterine life, the heart begins to beat, so by the moment of birth, it has already beaten more than 40 million times. The heart is more than a muscle, it is truly a super muscle made of a special type of contracting fibers that can work continuously and with hardly any rest over an entire lifetime. This ability differentiates the heart from the rest of the body's muscles, which need to rest after exercise. In order to beat without testing throughout life, the heart requires a constant blood supply for itself. This blood comes by way of the coronary arteries, which are the first branches exiting the body's greatest pipeline, the aorta. When coronary artery blood flow is decreased or interrupted, the heart protests with sharp pressure-like pain, the main symptom of a heart attack. Caring for the heart involves, more than anything, keeping coronary arteries clear to ensure blood that the heart demands in order to perform its work. To develop a healthy body, it is essential to know how to take care of the heart. The heart rests at 0.5 seconds between the beats, at 5% of blood flow supplied by the heart. 2,500,000 liters pumped in a year. Did you know the heart beats 37 million times in a year? If you didn't know, please subscribe. Thank you. Now allow me tell you something small in a minute. Just getting up is an ideal time to take some deep breaths. During the night, breathing movements are shallow, and secretions tend to build up in the airways. With deep breathing, the brain becomes oxygenated and alert, the bronchial tubes are cleansed, and the entire respiratory system becomes prepared to provide the body with its most pressing need, oxygen. 10 deep breaths upon waking up also remind us, throughout the day, of the need to correctly breathe in fresh air. Each day, a period of at least half an hour must be enough to break a sweat, which helps eliminate toxins and prevent obesity. Tending to a vegetable or flower garden, or walking at a vigorous pace, are 2 of the most recommendable activities for the body and the mind. Each day it is necessary to be under the sun for a little while. If only the hands and face are uncovered, half an hour can be enough for light skin people to synthesize enough vitamin D. Dark skin people may need 50 to 60 minutes of exposure. Have I helped someone? If yes, tell me in the comment section. For the neck. Never start exercise when having severe pain. Whenever possible, and especially if there is stiffness, apply mild heat to the neck for 5 or 10 minutes prior to starting exercise. Then, massage the neck gently. This allows exercise to be better tolerated and have more beneficial results. To keep the neck in good condition, perform stretching and resistance strengthening exercises at least once per day. Keeping the neck flexible and avoiding muscle spasms and intervertebral disc deterioration are the primary challenges to caring for the neck. Kindly allow me help you. Sit correctly. Bad posture while seated is the primary cause of neck pain. When reading, writing, or working on the computer, avoid bending the neck towards the chest. Keep the neck erect, without thrusting the head forward. Are you sitting that way now, rolling off? I hope not, and if yes, rectify. The chin should be kept up and away from the chest. Adjust the back so that it is properly supported by the chair's backrest. Rest the forearms on the table. Avoid strain positions at work. Maintain a good sleeping position. Avoid draft on the neck. Correct use of automotive headrest. Do neck exercise. Every day, all neck muscles should be moved in order to avoid stiffness and contractures. The most recommended exercise for keeping the neck flexible mostly is neck massage, neck traction. Warm steam or shower on the neck. Dry heat on the neck, and lastly neck compresses. Are you tired? Tell me. Tell me, should I allow you rest? Okay, go drink some water, you will thank me later. Let's continue. The upper limbs make up a functional unit endowed with amazing abilities. The shoulder joint stands out among these, with its ability to perform the skeleton's most ample and varied movements, the arm, endowed with powerful biceps and triceps, the elbow, with its strength and stability, and the wrist, with its flexibility and resistance. All of these work together in harmony to allow each hand to have a broad range of motion, allowing them to reach nearly anything within a shoulder-centered sphere measuring about 120 cm in diameter. The arm also contributes to the hand being able to perform a wide variety of tasks with a surprising combination of strength and grace, power and precision. Thanks to the arm, the hand can reach just about anywhere on the body to do just about anything. It has been said that the hand is an extension of the brain. Brain and hand make an extraordinary tandem, with the ability to carry out the greatest or inspiring works and actions, such as creating, caressing and healing, but also the vilest of acts, including destruction, abuse or injury. This is a hardcore gym. It is based in the middle of Siaya town in Kenya, opposite a Hindi garden. The hospitality here is awesome. Training is only 50 Kenya shilling per day. The trainers are warm and friendly. Come one, come all, let's train and be fit. Keeping fit for healthy life. In the next episode I will tell you the lower part of the body muscles. Thank you for watching. Remain blessed.